Oh, hi everyone. Welcome to the Synergy Ladies Weekly meeting. We are back online. Yeah, it has been a busy summer for all of us out there. We just got amazing weather, which most people are out, which is great. That's what we need to be. We need to be out there and just enjoy the summer because we really don't know how long it'll last. So we've been doing that ourselves. That's why we've been kind of offline for a couple of weeks or so. So we're coming back on and sharing our thoughts on in different topics. How to feel good, how to look good, how to be happy, just different kind of topics that is everyday stuff that most of us talk about, and we want to know a bit more about it. So myself, Fran, and Anelika come on. Anelika will be joining us soon. But we kind of talk about those kind of topics. We'd like to know what your thoughts are as well. So it's a weekly chat. Usually we come on a Tuesday, sometimes on a Thursday. It's between Tuesday and Thursday, about in a 6:30. So today we're on 6:30. So anyway, thanks for joining us just now, and thank you, Fran. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you. And how are you?
I'm doing fine. Good. Just appreciating the good weather that we're actually getting at the moment. Yeah, and what about yourself? How are you enjoying, summer? Well, the kind of coming to the end of summer, I think, because we're in August. So,
Yeah.
I hope it kind of goes on for a bit because in England, obviously, the summer holidays kind of starts late, kind of July sometimes. So they go on to September. So in Scotland, the school holidays are going to end in the next couple of weeks or so. But yeah, we're just enjoying the summer. So what about you? Have you done something great, something different this summer, or what did you do? Love to know.
This summer I've been so busy, so I've been able to go to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
When I say beach, I mean beach. Just seeing all the waves, standing by the beach side, and seeing people swim in the beach, building castle with the beach sounds, and yeah, lots of fun thing to do beside the beach.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's so much to do, and especially summer. And mainly, most people do is go out and like to go out. And, it's really nice just to get out of from your own home space
Mhm.
environment and enjoying. And I recently went to Loch Lomond area, and it was lovely, as you said, regarding the beach. It was lovely to be around water, and it's so nice. It's the fresh air and all this, and having the sun. And I bought some ice cream, and stuff like that. Actually sitting there and just relaxing, just having that feeling of not to worry about what you need to do today and all that. Just kind of just letting yourself go. I love that when you just don't want to think about what's happening, but you just want to appreciate the moment. You know,
Mhm.
that's to me. And I mean, you do that every day. If you could do that every day, that's great. But I think summer, you just feel the vibe. You feel wonderful. You feel because the weather's great. The sun's out, and everybody seemed to feel better. And I wish people felt better in winter because most people say, "Oh, it's so dark. I don't want to go out." But I think we need to kind of
It's
have
so
that.
good. Yeah.
Yeah,
But with the summer, you don't need jacket. You just want to be free. You're just walking and taking more water. I mean, feeling more sweaty, which is good as well for your health. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I mean, the way I mean, you just feel. I mean, I know a lot of people say sweat, having a lot of showers and things like that. Oh, by the way,
Mhm.
I've been saying that. I just read somewhere that they put a hose pipe ban because I think in England a lot of people are using up water, in summer, and a lot of showers and things like
I
that.
saw
Uh,
it. Yeah.
Have you seen that? And I think
Mhm.
it says UK, but I think Scotland's quite good because we got a lot of water because it rains most of the year, and we seem to
Yeah.
accumulate a lot of water, which then we don't really worry about summer. But in England, there seem to be obviously limited water. So
I wonder.
Yeah, in London and England area. But yeah, saying that, we talk about what we do in the summer, right? So what other things can you do, I mean, in summer, other than going to the beach? What other things would you suggest, Fran? You know?
I mean, it's something like hiking, taking a very long walk in the wood. It has been so awesome. We have been doing that, exploring lots of places. So that's great.
Well, the hiking side is really good because if you, especially in Scotland, I mean, there's beautiful, beautiful places if you go outside Glasgow and up north.
Yeah.
And I mean, and this time of the year, you know, this time everything is so green and lush, and you know, it's so amazing to drive through the villages and the far, you know, the small roads. Because,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you sense in the beauty of Scotland. I think, you know, beauty of another parts of the UK as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I like, you know, picnics. You just have a picnic, get your stuff, you know, make whatever at home, and just go out picnicking. That is a
Yeah.
really, you know.
We were opportunity to be at picnic last week with very much other people. People from different culture, different background. We were having picnic. It was so awesome. People having fruit kebab, ice cream, ice lolly, playing with bubbles. Everybody. Water play. It was so great, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You
Mhm.
know, why not? And especially at this time, a lot of groups come together, and a lot of cultures, and they go out, and
Yeah.
it's really a great time to bond with other cultures and other people, and do
Mhm.
some activity outdoors. You know, doing picnicking, doing activities. I remember, you know, I used to go to, and which I haven't done for a long time, the Bangladeshi organization used to hold a picnic every summer, and you know, like, you know, about 50, 60, 70 people used to go, and we used to have games. You know, we would go up somewhere north and have games, and you know, picnic, and it was really awesome because you start to get to, you don't realize how many people actually live in Glasgow, and then you come together, you think, oh, I really didn't realize there's so many people in the same
Yeah.
culture here. So it is, you know, that happens mainly in summer. You know, a lot of people get together,
Yeah.
as you mentioned, a picnic aside with, um, you know, a lot of people do a lot of sports activities because it's hot. I know that, I think I heard somewhere that the water sports like paddles and all that rocketed about 6,000%. People were
Mhm.
doing, so you know, at one point the weather was like 35 degrees in Scotland and it was 40 in London. Apparently, you know, people were googling paddles and all this sports stuff, and water sports went up like 1,000%, like 5,000%. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. That was on the radio, by the way. I was listening, like, okay, it's interesting
Mhm.
how people
Yeah,
go to.
people have been going canoeing
Oh
and
wow,
they biking as well.
yeah,
Just biking in the cool country roads.
yeah.
Yeah, in the cool evening, and even in the afternoon, people you see people without their top, like especially the men, they just have their shorts on and they were biking. Yeah. So
Yeah, this is the gate. I mean, this time you see a lot of people also wear very colorful clothes, which I love seeing that, because I think also we get I mean, clothes, and as you said, sometimes people don't wear their tops because they're too hot, but also very colorful clothes, lovely dresses and things like, it's really nice to see. But then if winter comes, they kind of change to black and gray, and it shows you that the weather does affect our mood, and also affect how we, you know, dress ourselves, and how we kind of have an image of telling, you know, how we're feeling, you know. So in summer we wear so bright stuff and all this, and next we say, you know, we're happy, we, you know, we relax, we da, da, da. And the winter is the opposite. No, it's so much you could actually pick up just because the weather's changed. um
mhm.
but as you mentioned, you know, and you know, going out the bike rides, great time to do exercise and stuff. You know, this is time people go out walking, and people find that they do more exercise because they're walking and hiking
Mhm.
and biking, and it's
Yeah.
great, and I don't think we tend to go towards having heavy food. I don't know if you know feel that way, but you want to eat something light and kind of more salad type, and
Yeah.
what tend to drink more and ice lollies and all that. So it helps people kind of slightly to go towards health, focus on eating, having a healthier diet in summer as well. What's your
Yeah.
thoughts on
Yeah, you're right, because you just have to keep drinking and drinking, and your fluid level goes up because you don't want to be dehydrated. So you try as much as you can to keep hydrated. Yeah, so and again, just take fruits as well on the go, and you keep on, because sometimes going out for walking, you might just realize that before you know it, it's up to 2 hours you have been walking. So it's a very great time compared to, like, if it was cold, you're stuck in a place, maybe eating this, eating that, eating everything that comes by you. Yeah, so the summer just lets you go. And sometimes in the cold evening like this, people, you still see people in the park, as if there is barbecue, as if there is party. There is nothing. But people just want to come, even the children, the adults, the young people, they want to come to the swing and have that feeling and run about in the field. Some are playing ball, some are just running up and down. So that's all what people do in summer. And there are fairs here and there where people go, meet up with other people, make friends. So, and yeah, things like that.
I mean, what you mentioned about making friends is interesting because obviously last 2.5 years when people were kind of in their homes and couldn't go out, and it's so nice to kind of get out and talk to people, talk to your neighbors, talk to the elderly that may have got been in a home and they don't have anybody to speak to, and it's when they come out into the gardens, it's nice to have a chat with them, connecting with people again.
Mhm.
It's so important. And this summer, I think this is what happens in summer. We come out, we chat, whereas most of the time we're always indoors. We don't connect with people, or people we don't know. And that, I think, as you said, you kind of get to know people when you go out in summer, and because you kind of gather and things like it's really nice. It's a really good vibe. And the last few years we've been kind of working from home and on the computers and Zoom and stuff like that, and it's a different vibe when you meet somebody, and it's so nice to get out and go for a coffee or just meet rather than trying to chat, talk to somebody on Zoom. It's not the same. And I think more people are going towards, obviously working from home and kind of isolation. But when summer comes out, I think, it gives a lot of people the opportunity just to get out and have a different kind of feeling, and helps with your mental health, a lot. I think mental health issues have gone up through the roof. And I think just because people have been stuck at home and things like that. So it's so important to just go out and go for a walk,
Mhm.
don't have somebody go to a park, go for a walk and do something, just get some fresh air. It really helps with mental health. Even for an hour a day, just getting out and getting a bit of fresh air helps with our mental health. I know when I'm feeling a bit bored around, like I would just go out. It doesn't matter. You don't need to go shopping. Just go out, and if you want to do wander the shops, just do that. Um, or join something. It's a great time to kind of look at our own lives and say, okay, what changes can I make? And the summer is a really good time to take that step to make the changes.
Yeah, and
So
that's why, like, during summer like this, many people tend to go for holidays, because if maybe they are in their own houses, they couldn't just control themselves, of maybe they can't stop going to work, but they discover that if they are away on holiday, they'll just use that time and go here and there to discover places, to have time for themselves at least, yeah, and to take good care of themselves for such number of days while they are on holidays as well. So that is another thing people do during the summer. People go on holidays, they travel far and near, they travel to the country. Maybe they just want to explore that country. Maybe the country is more cool during the summer. Maybe the country is more warm than where they originally stay during the summer. So maybe they just want to go and see how that country is. So there are many reasons why people travel or why people go on holidays from where they are staying to another place. Maybe they have relations, maybe they don't have, they just want to go and have nice time to themselves, which is worth doing.
Exactly, yeah. I know that some people say they can't travel due to various reasons, and you don't need to go abroad. You could travel within the UK. And someone was saying that someone was saying that if somebody's living alone and they say, "Oh, I need a holiday," and some people might say, "Why do you need a holiday? Because you're kind of staying, you don't have anybody, you should be comfortable, or you don't need to get away from anything." And it doesn't make sense. We need to all get away from our own environment, in a new environment. It just makes a huge difference on our own emotional and mental health. So it doesn't matter if somebody's kind of on their own or they want to get away from. It's nice to get away in a different environment. It's totally so. People might be watching and saying, "Okay, I can't go." People could be going out a couple of days. Even going away for a couple of days helps a lot with our health and well-being. So we could, and summer is a really good time. It's really good for, especially people who are suffering from arthritis and joint pains and things like that. The heat itself really helps to ease that, and people feel much better regarding that as well. So I would say to people, if you're stuck at home and if you go health challenges, get out there, get into the sun. If you've got a back garden, get yourself out of the back garden and get a bit of sun for your joints as well. Doesn't matter, if you've got a back garden, get out and just enjoy the sun, because it's going to really, really help with the health side as well.
And during the summer like this, people sleep in the tent because it's too hot and warm in the room.
Yeah, I know it's difficult to sleep, no matter how much you open the windows, the stuffiness, the heat is difficult to sleep. I would say to people, have a water next to your bed, drink a lot. If you can get up, drink a bit of water, because you can dehydrate as well. Obviously opening your windows, depends where you are, obviously. Just have a kind of a light cover at night, and also having a siesta, having a nap in the afternoon, because a lot of people can't sleep at night. An afternoon nap helps, generally to get your energy going. Sometimes people might feel tired because they haven't slept. So summer time is a really good time to have a nap, because I think in like Europe, in some parts of the Europe, like Italy and all of France, even India, Bangladesh, and all that, they have a nap in the afternoon, and it's really good to have a nap. And it's mentally helps people to mental health is really good, and secondly, it gives you a bit of clarity, and it makes you more alert as well, having a nap even for half an hour. I think Google employees, people who work Google and all that, the Silicon Valley, they provide their employees with all this nap in space and all this stuff. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
So we were talking about summer. What did you do and what we do in summer? We talked about walking and exercising. We talked about picnic. We were talking about what you could going out, and it's going to be really good for your health. Drinking a lot of water. So what else can we do in summer? I know sometimes we feel because the weather's so nice outside. I don't know how you feel, but I mean, when you want to go out, you're just thinking, oh my God, I love to be out there in this good weather. But you could go, and if you've got a garden, you could put your laptop and work from the outside. It's nice to work from if you're sitting outside, outdoors, especially this time.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of thing.
And people would have a barbecue as well.
Barbecue, yeah, but great time to have a barbecue. Great time to have a barbecue. It's fantastic. If you got a garden, it's great. If you don't, you go to somebody else's barbecue. So you just get invited to somebody else's barbecue and things like that. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. It's you know what? It's a yeah. This you could do so many things in summer. Yeah, especially with children, activities with kids. Children would love to go out. They love to go out to the parks and things like that. So spending time with family, with the children, bonding with them, it's a really good time in summer to do that. You know, getting them off the iPads, computers, getting them out into in nature. Teaching them new things, new skills. Involve them in certain sports and things like that. And all those things are very important, in especially all year round. Summer is because the children are off school. You could spend a lot of time with them as well. Yeah. So that's all the things I think. We could talk about so many things. A lot of people are doing so many things in summer, but I think is it's a good time to relax. Take time out for ourselves. Self care is very important. Go for a
Mhm.
massage. Go for a massage. Go for some holistic therapy. Get yourself in a good state as well. I
Yeah.
like that. What about yourself?
Yeah, it's like what you said, time to have that spa and that massage. Yeah. Just have a very good massage. Sometimes you don't need to travel out. You can just maybe go to, even if it's a B&B near you, just go there. If it's a hotel near you, just go there, have that spa because you deserve it. You've been working all the time. So yeah, it's a very good one.
Yeah,
Just go.
definitely, definitely. So self-care is so important, and looking after ourselves at these times. If we look after ourselves, then we could look after other people. We need to remember that, if people are busy running about, and obviously people are working in restaurants and all that really hot environment, and they're feeling more heat, is also about taking care of themselves as well. But yeah, you know what? I find that people, when it's getting hot, people complain it's too hot, or when it's cold, they complain it's too cold. I think people really need to appreciate it. Like, I love it, each because I know what happens in Scotland. You get great weather, then you can go back to that cycle of cloudy and rain, and it's nice to get this, this weather. And I hope one day Scotland does become one of a place that people want to travel to, and because of the weather, and don't, it's a reputation. It has a reputation of having good weather than bad weather.
But some
So
people actually want to travel to Scotland to see the landscape and to see the peatlands, to see the countryside, to see the wild animals. Yeah, there are places people also like to visit in Scotland.
yeah, yeah, this is a fantastic time to visit because the weather's really good. There's a lot of stuff happening in Edinburgh. There's usually Edinburgh markets and all that. I think this is the time that kind of stuff.
Festival here and there, fun, this and that, everything, barbecue. Oh, too much things to do.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's really. I'm sure we could be where if you think about it, we could do a lot of things. Just it's amazing stuff that we could do in summer. All, as I said, because of the weather, people seem to do go out. It's more of outdoor activities people do. And I'm sure most of us, whatever we want to put our minds to, we could find things to do. As I said, I prefer to be out more in summer and just enjoy the weather. But yeah, so anyway, Fran, I said today has been like a short kind of, I thought things to do in summer. I thought that's maybe something we could discuss, but we will be back next week. We'll be talking about
Mhm.
other topics. We're just getting ourselves warmed up for next week. So we will talking about. We spoke about so many things. Different kind of eating habits, diet, and things like that. and vitamins, and it's really good to take. Especially in this weather as well. Sometimes we don't eat as much. Maybe use certain supplements to top up our system as well at this time of the year as well. But yeah, I mean, just want to say to everybody, we will be back from next week. Keep an eye out. Usually it's a Tuesday about 5:30 we're on. So we will be kind of talking about different subjects. So let us know what your thoughts are. This is just a Synergy Lady chat show. We talk about everything. If you want to maybe suggest a few things for us to talk about, please let us know. Just comment below or message us, myself, Fran, or Annalika. So before we go, Fran, do you want to say anything else to tie everything up?
Yes. So what I just want to say is that people should try as much as possible to keep hydrated.
Thank you. Yeah, keep drinking a lot of water, because our body is about 80% water. So keep topping up with the right stuff, not the wrong stuff, the right stuff of drink. I mean, water. But anyway, have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy the weather. Keep smiling. Stay positive, and stay blessed. Take care. Bye.
Bye.